Welcome to 767 News, Dominica's #1 news source. I am Tanya Green. Thank you so much for joining us. When 767 News returns, we'll bring you the latest news and developments as it happens. Stay with us.
Fresher foods, bold flavors, more time. Get it all with appliances from Quartz. Purchase any appliance $999 and over. You can be a weekly winner of $200 US cash. Plus, purchase any Mabe appliance and win $11,000 in prizes of your choice. Shop with Quartz Ready Finance and pay absolutely nothing for 60 days. So find the solutions for your kitchen and laundry only at Quartz, bringing value home.
Count your Thursdays and win up to $24,000 in cash. For every $9 spent on Big 4, you get a raffle ticket to enter our weekly draws to win $4,000 cash every Thursday for 6 weeks. The more you spend, the more tickets you get, the better your chances of winning every Thursday. That's $24,000 in cash. So play Big 4, count your Thursdays and win up to $24,000 in cash. Only from the Dominica National Lottery. Promotion starts from February 24th to April 2nd.
Welcome back. First up in tonight's newscast, the third edition of the Dominica Nature Island Challenge officially kicked off on Monday with 6 teams competing in the 4-day hiking race, which will cover 50 miles along Dominica's Waitukubuli National Trail. During a press briefing on Monday, CEO of the Discover Dominica Authority, Colin Piper, said this challenge seeks to make a combination of trail racing, adventure and cultural challenges within a 4-day time frame.
Racers will experience not only a once-in-a-lifetime trail race through the coasts, the farms, the rainforests of Dominica, but also will be immersed in the island culture throughout the race week. The challenge is designed to capture the essence of nature, culture, and adventure, the 3 pillars of what Dominica's tourism industry seeks to promote, and has covered from its inception the following areas: dive, hike, wellness, culinary, music, art and craft, indigenous traditions, sports, natural living, and adventure activities.
Chairman of the Discover Dominica Authority, Benoit Badwell, said the authority is constantly challenged to refresh Dominica's marketing product, hence the continuation of activities such as the Nature Island Challenge.
We have been seeking new ways to ensure that persons can begin to truly see the potential that Dominica has from the standpoint of visitation as a result of tourism. And so we want to make sure that persons and through Nature Island Challenge that we begin to set up things that persons can see and persons can observe, people having fun. And as has been pointed out earlier, we want people to experience the nature, we want people to experience our culture, and we want people to enjoy themselves with the adventure. We hope that by reaching such a diverse audience, we will generate the discourse around dinner tables that puts Dominica in the plans for the next family vacation, hiking, or diving adventure. I want to implore on our visiting teams to enjoy your experience, because there's lots to go around in Dominica in terms of that. It is not only the nature aspect, but we do have lots of other things that you can explore. And we want you, especially when you go back, to spread the word about Dominica.
The 2015 Nature Island Challenge will include teams from Barbados, Germany, the United States of America, and returning champs Trinidad and Tobago. In other news, the MVMSC Musica made its inaugural call to Dominica on Saturday. The European cruise line ship, which boasts a capacity of over 3,000 passengers, was docked at the Woodbridge Bay Deepwater Harbor. Director of Tourism and Chief Executive Officer of the Discover Dominica Authority, Colin Piper, said it was a pleasure to welcome the ship and its crew to Dominica.
We have had some of your sister ships here before, but this is the first time for you, and we're very pleased to have you here. We hope that when you came in, that it was light enough for you to see the magnificence of Dominica. And as we say, the 1,000 shades of green that we have here. And if you have an opportunity to go on shore, today being Saturday, it'll be very colorful because of the market and everybody buying fresh vegetables and things like that. So you will see a lot of character.
Piper said tourism and the cruise industry is very important to Dominica, which lends itself to significant economic activity. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism, Steve Hyacinth, highlighted some of Dominica's cultural attributes during the welcome ceremony aboard the ship.
This visit is really one for you to experience Dominica, and we know that your passengers are going to experience the warmth of our people and have a wonderful time of day. I was happy this morning to see the number of passengers on board in the ship, and that's a good sign for us, because as you heard from Mr. Piper, we are looking at tourism as an economic viability for the Dominica, and so we look toward the spend also of the passengers on island. And we have a lot of things. I mean, the craft shop over there, they would see beautiful things that they have not seen in any other countries. That's why we are so authentic. We have a Carib culture here that is unique to the Caribbean, and obviously when you go in there and you see the craft work from the Carib, the Kalinago we call them now, because we are moving away from Carib and we are now calling them the Kalinago people, and you'll see the work that they have done, you will realize that this country is blessed.
Meanwhile, the ship's captain, Corrado Yaconis, said it was his pleasure visiting Dominica for the first time.
I hope to back here in the November. Most probably I will be the captain on the MSC orchestra for the next season. Unfortunately, we will come here only one time every 2 weeks. But it's just to start. I think that it will be okay. For sure, I will push the company to improve the call here, because as I see this morning is a very nice place. Also for my side, regarding the berth, regarding the maneuvering for the ship, I think that is very good. There is no difficult enough. So I think that next year we will come very, very happy. And I hope to berth on the other pier, because here is a little bit far from town. So I saw that the other pier is much close.
Dominica was the ship's last call for the season. In more news, hard work paid off as 128 recruits were on Saturday, April 11, enrolled into the Dominica Cadet Corps following an Easter recruitment training camp. Cadet Corps Major Dawson Robbins said the camp was necessary to complete and review the recruits' syllabus.
There are 264 persons on camp, including 128 recruits, 19 from Portsmouth Area Cadet Unit, 17 from the Northeast Comprehensive, 26 from the Roseau Area Cadet Unit based at Grammar School, 17 from St. Mary's Academy, 8 from Isaiah Thomas Secondary, 27 from the Sea Cadet Company.
Meanwhile, Cadet Corps Commander David Andrews said the 2014-2015 academic year produced the largest enrollment number of recruits, estimated at 231. However, a number of recruits dropped out prematurely for various reasons.
I am pleased to report there is now a recommencement of the Dominica Cadet Corps Sea Cadet Unit, which was at a standstill for a short period due to circumstances beyond our control. Let me commend Major Dawson Robbins for his tireless effort to ensure the revival and continuity of this unit. Commendation also goes to Lieutenant Valda James for the enthusiasm and persistence in ensuring she maintains the lead in having the largest unit in the Dominica Cadet Corps reaching company strength.
Andrew said the recruits were adequately prepared for their enrollment, which resulted in the elevation of units from section level to platoon stage and others from platoon numbers to company status. He said this shift resulted in the Cadet Corps now being at battalion strength.
Special procurement relationships were developed with Jamaica for articles of uniform, while at the same time establishing relationship with local manufacturers for production of our uniforms. In terms of service, a Cadet Corps as ours, civic-minded, disciplined, and loyal, spared no effort to support and to work alongside the Dominica Police Force in times of disaster, national ceremonies, and other major events. As we look forward, it is hoped that the necessary structure will be put in place to host Caribbean Cadet Camp, as well as the Commandant's Conference in 2016.
Andrew said the Dominica Cadet Corps is currently strengthening linkages with their French counterparts and the United States. According to Andrew, it is anticipated that the government of Dominica will soon take over the responsibility of providing salaries for the staff at the cadet headquarters, in addition to a stipend for a few regular instructors. He added this will release the financial burden on the small subvention they receive from government. Plans for Mayfest 2015 well on the way. We'll have more details when we come back.
Be part of the excitement. Tune in to the Tiny Green Show every other Monday on Digicel Play TV, Channel 3.
Welcome back. You're watching 767 News. Mayfest 2015 was officially launched by the Marigot Development Corporation on Friday. Mayfest is a yearly event which takes place in the community of Marigot with inclusion of a band splash, pageants and a reunion. Speaking at the launching ceremony, Alvin Abraham, member of the Marigot Development Corporation and coordinator of the 2015 Mayfest, said the organization is non-profit and seeks to bring development to the community.
The MDC has been involved outside of organizing the Mayfest. We have also been involved in giving scholarships to students to attend secondary, primary and tertiary institutions. And we have also been spearheading the Verzen initiative that have been getting some of our students from Dominica out into boarding schools and universities in the United States.
He also noted that this year's Mayfest is the 9th edition and they have been consistent from inception in 2007.
This year is the 9th edition of Mayfest, and I may like to add the 9th consecutive edition. We have never missed a year, and I think that we have positioned ourselves to be the premier #1 cultural tourism community-based activity around Dominica.
Grenville Prevost, Vice President of the Marigot Development Corporation, said they are an open organization which includes Dominicans locally and abroad.
We have not only members from here, but members from outer Dominica, and branches are organized in the different islands. What makes us successful is because we have the different communities that which we support. We support the sports organization, health organization, students.
Nicola James, Secretary and Public Relations Officer of the Marigot Activities Committee, who is responsible for the Mayfest pageant, said there are 6 young ladies vying for this year's title who all have potential for the Miss Dominica pageant.
Contestant number 1 is Crystal Durand from Cassie Bruce.
We have Kimberly Pioche from Kalibishi. She's not here today. She's in Aruba, but she'll be coming back shortly. We have contestant number 3, Candice Simon from Marigot. Contestant number 4, Nakisha Joseph from Wesley. Contestant number 5, Davia Joseph from Kalinago Territory. And contestant number 6, we have Aquinel Victorine from Goodwill. I just want to encourage you to come support these young ladies, as we have a prospective Miss Dominica representatives for next year and the years to come, because we have seen potential in the young ladies over the years.
Mayfest 2015 is scheduled for May 1st to Monday, May 4th, 2015, with activities ranging from sports to pageantry. And on Saturday last, 27 students from the All Saints University School of Medicine received their white coats during a ceremony held at the Arawak House of Culture. At the ceremony, the students were robed in their traditional attire of doctors, which signifies their transition from study of preclinical to clinical health sciences. Dean of the All Saints University, Dr. Terence Marcel, said this was an invitation into a psychological contract where they would have to accept the obligations within the medical practice.
For those recipients, I would like you to consider the basic sciences that you have just completed. Consider them to be guiding lights and roadmaps. As guiding lights, they will serve as a light at the head of a path that you're yet to travel. This light will help you through your rotations. As roadmaps, they will help you sort through the various clues and cues that patients will give to you.
He also stated that with their white coats, they will gain an opportunity to experience that level of respect that will bring with them their positions, and they should work to earn that respect.
Your fellow physicians, healthcare workers, parents, families will all treat you with respect and dignity. Use it well. Earn the respect that they will give you. What I'd like you to bear in mind is the white coat that you will receive is a short version. It's a short version, meaning that they are still doctors in training.
Minister for Education and Human Resource Development, Honorable Peter Saint-Jean, congratulated the students on their milestone as young medical professionals, saying this journey leads to a most honorable profession.
As young medical professionals, you are embarking on an amazing and an incredible journey that will increase your knowledge, broaden your horizons, and make you a member of a most honorable profession. Today marks your start in a profession that will demand the highest level of commitment, respect, loyalty, devotion, and an extraordinary capacity for empathy and care.
The minister used the occasion to pledge the government's continued commitment towards the medical institution. And in court news, Arthur Serra of Bath Estate has been charged with the murder of Elio Edwards of Point Michel, who died on Monday, April 6 at Makushri during a Triple K fete. Reports are that following an altercation, Serra allegedly shot Edwards, who fell to the ground. He said the incident attracted a number of curious onlookers. Serra appeared at the Roseau Magistrates Court on Monday, where the charge was read to him by Magistrate Bernard Parkett. He was not required to plea as the charge is indictable and has been on remand. According to his attorney, Zina Mordaya, a bail application is expected to be made before the High Court next week. She also made a request for disclosure, which she noted would be required to make the application. The preliminary inquiry will commence on August 25, 2015. And in more news, Carnival Mothers Queen Show participants were presented with their prizes last Saturday. The 7 young ladies who on Saturday, February 7 competed in the Carnival Mothers Queen Show were on Saturday, April 11 presented with their prizes. During the presentation ceremony held at the Dominica Calypso House in Bath Estate, Claudine Charles, the secretary of the Carnival Mothers Queen Show, said the show met its objectives.
To portray our traditional costume of our country, to highlight the talent of our mothers, to assist the mothers in building their self-esteem and confidence in themselves, to be able to give back to needy members of our community.
Charles said the show, which was a success, saw the participation of Kendra Stephen of Newtown, Frances Lockhart of Vacaz, Anna Dale Jacob of St. Joseph, and Tanika Albert of Loda. Other participants included Geraldine Davis of Foncolé, Lena Durand of Calabishi, and Eloise Etienne of the Kalinago Territory and Stoke Farm.
Persons interested in becoming a contestant for the 2016 Mothers Queen Show registration has been declared open, and interested persons are asked to contact members of the Carnival Mothers Queen Show committee. So if we have any prospective contestants, feel free to contact Ms. Patricia Coffey, myself, and a few others who have promised to join the committee.
Frances Lockhart, who is the reigning Miss Mothers Queen, Kendra Stephen, Tanika Albert, and Eloise Etienne were the only contestants presented at the prize-giving ceremony. Lockhart, who also won the awards for Best Evening Wear, Best in Evening Wear, and Miss Intelligence, expressed her appreciation for all those who made her participation in the show success.
I would like to thank the sponsors who provided us with the lovely gifts that we have received today, and I would also encourage you all to continue sponsoring this show because it's actually a worthy cause for us mothers right here in Dominica. Thank you.
The show, which is in its 3rd consecutive year, is about bringing the young people together in order to highlight their talent. It is also an opportunity for mothers to build on their confidence and enjoy what Carnival is all about. The Carnival Mothers Queen Show Committee also presented a check of $3,000 to the Convent Preparatory School. The Ladies in Sports is up next with Larry. Stay with us.
Count your Thursdays and win up to $24,000 in cash. For every $9 spent on Big 4, you get a raffle ticket to enter our weekly draws to win $4,000 cash every Thursday for 6 weeks. The more you spend, the more tickets you get, the better your chances of winning every Thursday. That's $24,000 in cash. So play Big 4, count your Thursdays and win up to $24,000 in cash. Only from the Dominica National Lottery. Promotion starts from February 24th to April 2nd.
Fresher foods, bold flavors, more time. Get it all with appliances from Quartz. Purchase any appliance $999 and over. You can be a weekly winner of $200 US cash. Plus, purchase any Mabe appliance and win $11,000 in prizes of your choice. Shop with Quartz Ready Finance and pay absolutely nothing for 60 days. So find the solutions for your kitchen and laundry only at Quartz, bringing value home.
Good evening and welcome to 767 Sports. In tonight's coverage, we begin with cricket. Digicel Play customers can tune in to Channel 3 for live coverage of the International Home Series, West Indies vs. England. The series, which began on Monday, April 13th, will see the final test being played on June 17th. Local cricket fans will also be able to witness the action in person as Dominica's Winter Park Stadium has been selected for a test schedule from June 5th to 9th. In football, 26 referees are now better equipped to carry out their duties on the football field following their completion of a 5-day FIFA Referees Advanced course on Sunday. President of the Dominica Football Association, Glenn Etienne, said the participants showed a lot of interest in the intensive course.
So that itself is a good thing for our football. When I mean our football, I'm talking from the Dominica aspect of it, Dominica Football Association, because I'm one of the persons that have also echoed many times that without the referees, that the DFA is sometimes nothing, because we cannot organize football if we don't have the referees on the one hand to officiate in the game. So the referees plays a very important part of football development in Dominica and worldwide. So you all have to see yourself a bunch of persons that has to be involved at all times in the development of football, especially well on our small island.
Etienne said it is hoped that the participants of this course will lend a helping hand in breaking the frequent occurrence of the lack of officials to officiate local games.
We're expecting persons to help us in managing the league, because we know for a fact that we have a number of leagues going on, and sometimes it can be very stressful for us at the FA to put the referees in positions for game. So I'm hoping, well, we are at the close of our league. The last league is in operation. We'll have the finals of the Division 1 sometime Saturday coming, and we have the All-Island League. So we expect next year to see, more enthusiasm, more referees working closely with the referees department, and we're expecting guys to do more than one game a week, Too many times when we come to the games, we are faltering where we have to be calling somebody to assist us.
The DFA president also advised the referees that they should train as much as possible to ensure they are physically fit for the various games they will officiate. He also congratulated the referees who passed the FIFA fitness test conducted during the course. The course participants also received certificates of completion. In more football, Dominica has captured a silver medal in the inaugural Windward Islands Women's Football Tournament staged in St. Vincent and the Grenadines over the weekend. Public Relations Officer of the Dominica Football Association, Gerald Judge, has more details.
In its final match against St. Lucia on Saturday, Dominica hammered the girls from the Helen of the West 5-0. Michelin Morgan opened the scoring for Dominica in the 4th minute of play. Mariah Esprit scored in the 24th minute, with Cassandra Alexander converting in the 34th minute to give the Cicero girls a 3-0 advantage at the interval. In the second half of play, Dominica scored 2 more goals through Brittany Stout and Ali Jatit in the 74th and 78th minute to complete the onslaught. Ali Jatit, who scored 2 goals in the tournament, shared the award for most goals with a St. Lucian player. St. Vincent and the Grenadines were crowned champions with a 1-0 victory over Grenada in the final game.
Meanwhile, Petro Caribe Point Michel are through to the finals of the Dominica Football Association's Division 1 League.
They defeated Element Agency's LA Stars 2-1 in the second match of a doubleheader semi-finals at the Buffett State playing field on Saturday. Delbert Graham scored both goals for Point Michel in the first half, Cheston Prosper scoring the lone goal for LA Stars in the second half of play. In the earlier match between Sideman All-Stars and Cupchis Barbershop Buffett State, that match ended prematurely with 4 minutes of play remaining. Marvin LeBlanc of Buffett State received a red card, then proceeded to hold the referee in the collar of his shirt. The DFA will review the referee's report at a board meeting later today. Scores at the time were 3-1 in favor of Sideman.
Brian Matthews scored all 3 goals for Sideman, while Denzel Lawrence scored for Buffett State. In more sports, 8 schools will feature in the quarterfinals of the 2015 National Bank of Dominica Primary School Girls Football Championship on Tuesday, April 14, 2015 at 2 venues. The schools are Saint-Sauveur Primary, Cassibus Primary, Petit Savant Primary, St. Luke's Primary, Woodford Hill Primary, W.S. Stevens Primary, Savant Pie Primary, and the Roosevelt Douglas Primary School. The girls of the Petit Savant Primary School will travel to the Cassibus playing field for the matchup against the Cassibus Primary School, scheduled to take place at 2 p.m. The Saint-Sauveur Primary School and the St. Luke's Primary School will feature in the next match, carded to begin at 3 p.m. Meantime, at the Benjamin's Park in Portsmouth, it will be the Woodford Hill Primary School going up against the Roosevelt Douglas Primary School at 2 p.m. to be followed by a 3 p.m. encounter between the Savonpai Primary School and the W.S. Stevens Primary School. The winners of the 4 matches will move on to the final round of the Sports Division's NBD Primary School Girls Football Championships. The final round, which will feature the semi-finals and final, is scheduled to take place on Tuesday, April 21st. And that's it for tonight's Sportscast. Tune in again tomorrow for more sports news.
And that was Larry with the latest in sports. Now for a recap of the headlines. Discover Dominica Authority Nature Island Challenge kicks off. MVMSC Musica makes inaugural call to Dominica. 128 recruits enrolled into the Cadet Corps. And in sports, 26 complete FIFA Advanced Referees course. And that's all for the news for tonight. Drop us an email at media@767news.dm. Friend us on Facebook and be sure to like our 767 News page. From all of us on the 767 News production team, I am Tanya Green. Thank you so much for watching.